Look at that. The choke ain't even in. Like, let them get it in, bro. Shit, at least so your fans won't think you a total pussy. Fuck. You tapping in, this shit ain't even in yet. You out here tricking little kids. They looking up to you like you some superhero or some boy. Let them at least get the full damn choke in. They talking about it was a neck crank. Man, neck crank, man. That was a face squeeze, but you tapped out to a face squeeze. What's up, natives of the black hole? Pariah Kamikaze here. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on UFC 229's main event. Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. There was a lot of good fights on that card, a lot of finishes, but the main event was like, it was my favorite part because I was rooting for Khabib. And you know, the crazy thing about it is I wasn't as shocked at the amount of people thinking Conor McGregor would win as opposed to the amount of people hoping that motherfucker would win. It's like, dude, he's had such a bad effect on society, in my opinion. It's like, we don't need people looking up to guys like Conor McGregor, you know? But that's that. I ain't gonna get too much into that. Maybe I would, because just the thought about it just irritates me. But I like the way Khabib won, and he dominated him everywhere. Dominated him on the ground and on the feet. Cracked his ass. Ain't nobody seen that. Man, if you getting rocked by Khabib on the feet, motherfucker, you got problems. You know, and everybody's all like, I don't like that. That was a gay fight. You know, it was pornographic. Khabib's style is pornographic. Yeah, it sure was. It was 4 rounds of Khabib fucking his little bitch Conor. And Conor talking all that shit. All that shit. It's a police car running around. What the? Holy shit. Well, anyway, Conor's talking all that shit. Man, go out on your shield. You going out on you quit again. Living up to your name. Mid-tapper, you quit again. Everybody called it. Paulie Malignaggi called it. Khabib called it. Everybody called it. Only people that didn't call it was all them fucking nut-hugging, the Schwabs, Ariel Helwani, Chael Sonnen. Yo, I almost turned the TV off listening to Ariel Helwani and Chael Sonnen milk that post-fight brawl going in. Like, motherfucker, Chael, you the last person to be trying to lecture somebody on being an asshole. Michael Bisping, man, I'm Michael Bisping crazy ass. I'm pretty sure he didn't hit people at bars and shit over people saying way less severe things than what Conor McGregor was saying to Khabib. So all these people browbeating him. It's the biggest assholes browbeating Khabib over that whole fiasco at the end of the brawl. And you got other people talking about, oh man, you know, Conor's team, they shouldn't have came in there, they shouldn't have sucked or punched him, man, fuck that. And the fair fight was over. Y'all shot the fair one. After that, anything goes. Khabib, he wanted the competition, a friendly, healthy competition. It was Conor that wanted the war. So it was Conor that he got the war. Oh, he came in and he sucker punched Conor, and stay out of the safari if you don't want to get ambushed by a lion. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, ain't no fair fighting in battle or war, whatever the hell you want to call it. Shoot, Conor got a big ass tiger on his stomach. Man, tigers are one of the sneakiest animals on the planet. They ambush people. And when you in brawls and stuff, man, you get at them however way you can get at them. Fair fighting, ain't no fair fighting in war. Motherfucker, it wasn't fair when you ran up with a dolly and threw that shit out of bus with little ass women on it. That wasn't fair. I didn't see nobody on the bus with dollies in their hand ready to get into a dolly fight. You know, unarmed people, you cutting people out in the face and making them lose money because they can't fight and shit, and you talking about what's fair. And all these Conor McGregor blowhards talking about, oh, that was classless. To Chael Sonnen talking about, oh, should Khabib, so is this his true character? Now, fuck you. Yeah, it is his true character. His true character is to be a nice, humble, respectful person until you fuck with him. There's a lot of controversy now on how far people should take trash talk. And the thing about it is, Khabib made a lot of good points. He said, I don't think he wants to change the UFC, all the talking, and I agree with him to an extent. Like, listen, I don't have a problem with trash talk. I mean, look, the who the fuck was that guy shit was funny. The Red Penny Night shit was funny. You know, the Voltron Power Rangers shit was funny. That kind of stuff is funny. You know, throwing dollies at buses, slapping referees at Bellator, Man, what else did this dude do? He did so much shit. Water bottle fights. Like, come on, man, that stuff ain't funny. Insulting people's religion. You got, and those are hot topics, man. The religion, the Muslim issue, that's huge, man. The stuff that motherfucker was saying, the stuff like people going to war over him, you know what I mean? It ain't just like, oh, he said you're ugly or you're fat. Okay, fuck, you know, that kind of trash talk, whatever, you know, I don't mind that kind of stuff, you know, it makes for good entertainment, you know. But fuck, I mean, people are a little too hooked up on the entertainment, man. Let the fight be the entertainment. Fuck's sake, this ain't WWE, man. Before was, I don't know when, but the lead up to the fight, you had guys like Ariel Helwani acting like this WWE performance. Oh yeah, that was a 10-8 performance by Conor. 10-8 performance. Man, what the fuck? This ain't WWE, dude. When I fell in love with MMA, I didn't fall in love with it because of the trash talking. Like, I'm a huge GSP fan. When I stumbled upon GSP, man, I became a fan because of his nice, humble personality, but more importantly, his fighting skills. When GSP fought Bisping, everybody's all like, man, GSP, he got crushed. He got crushed in a press conference, man. No shit. When has GSP ever been known for being a mental warfare black belt? Like I said in another video, it's been a lot of mental warfare black belts that got their asses whooped. Frank Trigg, Matt Hughes, Matt kicked the fuck out of him. Chuck Liddell versus Tito, knocked the fuck out of him. Michael Bisping versus Dan Henderson, knocked the fuck out. One of the most epic knockouts in UFC history, MMA history. Fuck you, it's MMA history. All right, we can go down the list of all the mental warfare black belts. Everyone's like, oh, he got in his head. Khabib walked out of the press conference, and so what? He did whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Them Russians, man, you can't fuck with them on a mental level like that. One, if he stayed, y'all would have still said he was scared and he lost. And plus, if he stayed, he wouldn't have been able to get a word in anyway. Because that blithering lunatic, screaming alcoholic like the Khabib is soft-spoken. He ain't gonna scream and shout over that motherfucker. Yeah, so Dana White was right. That's the best counter to that bullshit. Walk out. Holy shit, it's about to rain right now. Oh, fuck, whatever. But yeah, you know, I liked the fight. It was a stellar fight. And Conor McGregor got the nerve to post to Instagram or something like, oh, I won the match. Or something. He lost the match, he won the battle. Or whatever the fuck he put up an Instagram post. He said he lost the match but won the battle. Motherfucker, you didn't win shit. What the fuck you win? You won an ass whooping. That's the fuck you won. You got everybody talking about, oh yeah, but Conor won in the end because he got him to react emotionally. No, the way I look at it is, Khabib, that wasn't even emotion. That was logic. All the shit that Conor has been doing for years, that reaction, that was a logical reaction. That wasn't even emotion. It was only logical to whoop his ass after the fight. Well, fuck that. You know, and Khabib, he wanted to torture that motherfucker. When you tapping, what the fuck you tapping for, man? You know what I'm saying? He tapping, like, what the fuck you tapping for, my man? Stay in the fight. He wanted to punish your ass. He had a lot more energy. He said, fuck this. You quit, you tapping. I'm gonna go whoop your team ass now. And shit, Khabib, shoot, man. He had a lot more steam to blow off, man. He wanted to add a little insult to injury. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, he got in his head and stuff. Man, fuck that. You saying all that shit. Don't get soft now, try to ease it down. No, you wanted war. He was giving you war. It's not how's he in your head. He was giving you what you wanted. He was being a nice guy and gave you what you wanted. But and like Conor McGregor, everybody know Conor McGregor, he always look for a way out, man. If he can't intimidate you, if he can't punk you mentally, he break. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the choke over, he looking for the noose. He looking to dive over the bridge and jump in front of a car. He looking for every way to get out of the fight. You know what I mean? Shoot, Conor talking about he want a rematch. Nigga, fuck you. Jose Aldo didn't get no rematch. Nate Diaz didn't get no trilogy. It's funny because now Nate, he don't even want the trilogy. I saw an interview and he said, you know, I kicked your ass twice. I don't even want that trilogy no more. What you asking for a rematch for? You said you won the battle. Well, why you itching for a rematch so fast? You asking for a rematch less than 24 hours of getting your ass whooped. What? I thought you won. I didn't know winners beg losers for another go. You know, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know winners chase losers. What the fuck you begging for a rematch? See, that's what it goes to show. And everybody, the Conor cucks, they try to defend him. You know, well, he still got 100 mil. And guess what? He still got his ass whooped. Shoot, 100 mil obviously can't heal the pain and humiliation he feels. You know, if money can solve everything, why the hell is he even fighting? Just leave. Why the hell you want a rematch? Go. You won, you know. You got all the money, so what the fuck you still fighting for? Shoot. And the crazy thing is people had the nerve to compare Conor McGregor to Rocky Balboa. Like, oh my God, Rocky Balboa. Don't compare this motherfucker to no Rocky Balboa. Oh, but Conor, he was a plumber and he had to live with his parents. No translation. He worked a normal job and had the luxury of having two parents that took him in and said, hey, you can stay here while you do your little MMA shit. And he had the luxury of also quitting that plumber job. Don't make no Rocky story out of this motherfucker. And Conor talking about he want a street fight. Boy, street fight. You ain't got the heart for street fighting, boy. You gas, you give up, you quit. Like I said in another video, man, there's a whole bunch of videos of you literally about facing and running from Nate Diaz. Literally ran like a gazelle. No pun intended, like a gazelle. You know what I'm saying? Running from the real lion. Shoot. You getting choked out, boy, you getting choked out left and right. Oh, you always getting choked out. And some people say, well, it was a neck crank. Those are pretty painful. Well, what about Nate Diaz? You tapped to his, that was a standard rear naked choke. You still chapped. Oh, and by the way, Holly Holm didn't tap. You tapping the chokes and shit, boy. You tapping in chokes and shit. Nate choked your ass out too. And in the rematch, you had to squeeze out a narrow decision. And fuck a decision. A decision ain't nothing more than, all right, let's stop the clock right now while it looks like he's kind of winning the fight and go ahead and slide that one to McGregor. You know, save our golden goose. Shit, a decision, but you didn't beat his ass. You didn't win shit. I can understand tapping out to arm bars and leg locks and any kind of joint locks. I mean, that kind of stuff, that can keep you out on the shelf indefinitely. But shit, chokes, come on. Go to sleep. Go out on your shield. All that shit you was talking. You know, you go to sleep for a few seconds. You be all right. You know, no need to tap. No need to tap, mid-tapper.